standard to a consistent place. The competition was so tough, and it's prepared them for the knockout stages here to this point. But again, we have a classic matchup between two countries with wonderful basketball traditions, Spain and Lithuania. I'm so excited about this matchup, Jeff. I've been thinking about this for the last few days. Lithuania surviving, advancing, finding a way to make it, and Spain winning their group. Everybody enters with an even record here, and all that matters is your performance on this court. This is going to be a fantastic game.
We've been thinking about this game since Lithuania punched their ticket following a win over Hungary. They got another win against Bosnia and Herzegovina, and they needed some help. They needed France to beat Bosnia and Herzegovina on game day 4. They got that, and then Lithuania, who had been tough luck losers in their first 3 games, took care of business. So I wouldn't say it's a great Lithuania team, but it is a Lithuania team that should have every reason to believe in their chances tonight against one of the traditional powerhouses in international basketball. But also a Spain team that's, without a doubt in transition, bringing in a lot of young players, bringing in a new guard with Lorenzo Brown.
The constant factor is outstanding coach Sergio Scariolo, the Spanish way. There is the connection to the golden generation, but these are new names for Spain. And we respect the quality, we respect the talent. But again, what we respect about Lithuania is the fact that they've been through the adversity. They climbed back, fought their way out of elimination into advancing. And they are now a battle-tested team with new life.
It's interesting that you say, as you see Lorenzo Brown coming out, Spain naturalized him and added him into their roster. Yes, there is still Sergio Scariolo, the head coach of Spain. And you might remember the first time he took the helm back in 2009, he led Spain to that FIBA EuroBasket crown in Poland. And at the end of that, he said, I just want to thank the Federation for handing me the keys to the Ferrari. In other words, he had a squad loaded with players that had won the world title in Japan just a few years ago. It's not like that now. He's not dry. He doesn't have the keys to a Ferrari. He has the keys to some type of vehicle, but we don't really know what it is.
It's a quality vehicle, but again, you respect the process that they're going through to get to the next generation. And again, continue that culture, continue that Spanish way. Again, we respect Spain basketball and what they've accomplished, and now the ball is in the hands of the next generation players. It's really exciting to see this challenge today.
So it is indeed. We are going to now pause as we look at Scariolo coming out for the national anthem, starting with Lithuania. Great scenes here in Berlin where Spain and Lithuania about to trade blows in the round of 16. And it is going to be something else. We've seen this these two national teams just give international basketball so many thrills over the years.
What a matchup for a knockout stage game.
Hey, we've seen these guys give us some thrills over the years.
For sure.
How about Johan Rosso from France, Ademir Zurapovic from Bosnia and Herzegovina on the left, and Alexander Glizic from Serbia on the right. Three top-class referees that have done the big games over the years, and no surprise, they've been assigned this one. And for Lithuania, Sergio Scariolo, I think the only thing he hasn't won with Spain is the Olympic gold medal. He's won everything else he's played. World title, 2019.
So much respect for Coach Scariolo. Again, matched up, coached against him several times through the years, and he's just top class as a coach. What he's done here, his different experiences in the NBA, EuroLeague. Again, he's done fantastic work with Spain, and now the challenge to get to the next generation. It's really impressive to see the steps he's taken this national team program through.
Well, it doesn't matter if you like him or not with Lithuania. The one thing that, for me, is without a doubt, this is the best supported national team in international basketball. They make so much of a difference for their national team. They travel in big numbers. We saw them in Cologne. Here they are as well in Berlin. Domas Sabonis, Rokas Jokubaitis, Jonas Valanciunas, Rokas Giedraitis, and Marius Grigonis, Zukauskas, Brazdekas, Echodas, Kuzminskas, Žemaitis, Lekavičius, and Butkavičius coming off the bench for Coach Max Vitas. A lot of good players coming off the bench. And again, they show up wearing the colors. And, you know, you get the same with Spain as well. Let's give them their due, but just the sheer magnitude, the number of fans, just like half of Lithuania is at this game tonight.
Well, you know how important basketball is in the culture in Lithuania, but also in Spain.
Well, Lorenzo Brown, Jaime Pradilla, Javi Lopez Aristegui, Jaime Fernandez, and Willie Hernan Gomez in the starting five. And also Jaime Fernandez, Brizuela, Diaz, Saiz, Garuba, Hernan Gomez, Juancho, and Parra coming off the bench for Spain. So you might remember the two countries trading blows in the final back in 2003 in Sweden. And Scariolo trying to steer Spain into the quarterfinals. And I wonder if this is probably the toughest job he's ever had, getting Spain to the quarterfinals of the EuroBasket.
Well, without a doubt, he's had great players to rely on before. The challenge to bring a bunch of great players together, but they had that golden generation that loved to play together. And now gaining the active experience for this next generation. I think it's great work from Coach Scariolo.
You saw the success they've had against Lithuania at the EuroBasket. These two teams met in the build-up to the European qualifiers for the FIBA Basketball World Cup, which preceded the EuroBasket. Lithuania winning twice.
And you know what they say, Jeff, it's really hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. But again, a lot of times you take those preparation games with different lineups in different situations for what they are.
He's got his mother's last name, Aaron Gomez, on his jersey. Gur, I'm not sure I pronounced that correctly, and whereas his brother Juancho does not. Lopez Aristegui, again, just an emerging talent. So fun seeing a lot of these guys like Lopez Aristegui, who played for Spain's youth teams, now making it up to the top team. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Berlin, Germany. The last of the 4 round of 16 games for this day, for Saturday, is underway between Lithuania and Spain. Lithuania winning the opening tip, and a push on Valanciunas, it appears, gives the basketball back to Spain, and the foul called on Valanciunas.
Right away, Lithuania trying to post Valanciunas up at the rim. Offensive foul.
Lorenzo Brown played college basketball in the ACC at North Carolina State University, the Wolfpack. Now he's a pro playing in Europe, and here goes Aaron Gomez. And boy, he went to town on Domas Sabonis there.
Great position right in front of the rim. Tough to guard, used his length for an easy 2.
Sabonis backing his way down, and Giedraitis had a hand in the face. Good defense. They scrap for the basketball, and Jaime Fernandez has it for Spain. He pulls up from the elbow and then passes it over to Aaron Gomez.
Great play by Fernandez. Nice delivery. Hernan Gomez off to a fast start.
Well, they know how to come out and guard Lithuania. They look uncomfortable. And 2 free throws on the way for the sharpshooter. This is Jaime Fernandez. It looks like he's shooting, and then he says, there's an easier shot if I get it to the big fella. So already Aaron Gomez has scored against both bigs for Lithuania.
It's a great sign, but I'm also noticing the pick and roll coverage, the mobility of these Spanish big men to hard show the pick and roll and impact the point of attack. Dragona struggled there and then got to the basket on the second drive. But again, we see a more mobile, athletic front court.
Jorge Garbajosa, the Spanish Basketball Federation president and obviously world champion, World Cup winner with Spain in 2006 and also 2009 EuroBasket champion with Spain in Poland.
There's the connection to the golden generation as well. Great player from Spanish history.
Brown looking at the court, guarded by Jokubaitis. Paradilla hands it off Lopez Aristegui, and pass back out to Brown. And they have to put up a prayer. Much better for Lithuania on that possession. And Jokubaitis fouled by Jaime Fernandez.
And we saw Fernandez do a great job of fouling by making a defensive play, using his body, hands up.
Elvis is in the house. Jailhouse Rock at halftime. Positive start for Grigonis.
He's attacking the basket. That's a great sign.
He used to play at Tenerife in Spain. Here's Brown. Hernan Gomez, here's the whistle coming, drives, and I like the way he has started this game, i.e. he senses the responsibility and he is running with it.
Yeah, he's looking to attack. Again, it was well defended early on in the possession, Jokubaitis and Sabonis. And then late, you can just see the athleticism and length of Hernan Gomez as he went to the basket was just tough for Sabonis to deal with as he got downhill.
Fast start for Hernan Gomez. Scored all of his team's points. All 6 of them. Rudy Fernandez, you see him on the bench. Something tells me he will play a key part in today's game. The link to the golden generation.
Nice job by Valanciunas, switching sides of the screen there to create a quick advantage.
Fernandez getting off the bench. Rudy. I guess he's the original Rudy, isn't he? Lopez Aristegui going out. We also have Rudy Gobert, France, but Rudy Fernandez he's won 2 world titles with Spain. I mean, he is legend in every sense of the word, isn't he?
He sure is, and Spain goes to zone with Hernandez checking into the game.
Sabonis got the shot he wanted, but he didn't finish. Paradilla hands it off. Fernandez, entry pass stolen by Grigonis, and then he's fouled.
Just a risky pass, too much traffic. Good defense from Lithuania, shrinking the floor, taking away some passing lanes.
Chance of Lietuva ringing throughout the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Fernandez going for the steal.
You saw Hernan Gomez matched up with Valanciunas there, tried to front the post, and again we have sideline zone coverage from Spain.
I think Zarapovic just telling Coach Scariolo, hey, listen, it's okay if you want to stand up, stand here, but the guys on the bench, they've got to sit down, including your assistants, please. So, I'm not sure the shot clock or the game clock started. No, the shot clock didn't start on time. In a way, though, when they stop play, it kind of penalizes the offense, doesn't it? Because now
Now you're stuck with 10 seconds on the shot clock.
So, and you have to inbound the basketball and everything. Anyway, Grigonis leans into one. And 2 shots.
You can see Lithuania doing a very good job.
Drive.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah.
They're doing a very good job changing sides of the screen and creating those driving opportunities.
What I don't get is Grigonis is complaining and asking for the foul.
He got
but they called the foul.
He got the call. He's looking at the other official saying, why didn't you call it? And Alexander Glisic said correctly, my partner had the call. So again, you know.
Let the refs do their job.
Yeah, and they did. And they did.
Grigonis makes both, and the Lithuanians excited. The team knotted at 6 with Spain, who won their group in Tbilisi. And putting it up from deep, Pradilla. Now Jokubaitis up to Valanciunas. Turns and misses.
Great job sealing for position ahead. You'd like to see him finish to the rim.
Brown, high arcing 3, and it's good. Grigonis gets it down low. Valanciunas again going to work on Pradilla, and he's fouled. He's got a chance for a 3-point play. He should win that match every single time.
Yeah, that's just a tough match for Pradilla. He's giving up so much size. You can see the strength, creating the separation, getting to the middle here. Look at him poise.
Well, Pradilla is shouting, somebody come and help.
For sure. I think most defenders would be saying, hey, where's my double? Where's my double? Help, help, help. He got right to the middle of the lane and finished with a great right hand hook.
18.4 points per game. And almost a dozen rebounds. And Valanciunas gets it to drop. And the very colorful Lithuania crowd watching, clapping. No doubt ready for another nervous ride. Aaron Gomez on the baseline and another rebound. Sabonis going to work. Aaron Gomez doesn't stop him that time. The son of the legendary Arvydas Sabonis.
Great finish there. He really wanted that ball in the post and made the post catch count.
Rudy pulls up and banks it in.
Nice mid-range finish off the glass from Rudy.
Grigonis. Miles Grigonis hasn't gotten it going yet. Here's Rudy. Now he gets it back. Over the shoulder pass. Now Brown open for 3. That's short. Long rebound right back to him. Nobody's there to guard him. And again, it stays out. So Lithuania a little lucky. Jokubaitis plays his basketball at Barcelona and drills it from the baseline. Lithuania on top, 13-11. First lead of the game. Good D, and Aaron Gomez cooling off just a little bit. Pradilla able to get the basketball over to Brown. Hustle plays, but shot clock violation. And Scariola says, you got to know the situation. You got to look up at the shot clock. So Usman Garuba checks into the game. And Aaron Gomez takes a break, and the other Aaron Gomez gets off the bench as well. Wancho, he comes in, and Pradilla goes out. Also, the Basque Mamba has checked into the game. You know who that is?
Who is the
Basque Mamba?
Basque Mamba.
You ask about the Basque Mamba.
Yes.
It's Dario Brizuela.
I'm a big fan of Dario Brizuela's game.
Dennis is in the house.
With a Kangol cool lid.
Should we get the waiter over to Dennis and see if he needs to be served any refreshments? He's just chilling out over there.
Look at the low post coverage. It's a front from Spain.
Garuba guarding Valanciunas out to Kuzminskas, who's been terrific at the EuroBasket. Oh, look at Garuba just take that ball away.
Really good defensive effort there from Spain, fronting the post, doubling from the top. Really mixing up the coverage on Valanciunas, trying to take away his rhythm.
Lukavich is in for Lithuania. Almost forced to steal. Lukavich is also in. And how about Rudy?
I think you're prophetic calling the fact that Rudy would have an impact on the game. A nice runner off the glass and a big three. Vintage Rudy Fernandez.
Lukavich just drives and scores. Rudy again, the bounce pass to Garuba. Fouled from behind is the call. Here's the play again. Oh, looks like he made a little bit of contact. Here's the play again. Oh. Looks like he made a little bit of contact with the head, the body. Man, that was Lukavich, who's been lively. So Lithuania leading by one, but they might be trailing after this is done. Garuba, good start for him. He comes up with the steal, and here he is at the line. Of course, he had a season with injuries and was really looking forward to being at the FIBA EuroBasket and hoping to prove his fitness and everything else. And he gets both of them to drop. Basque Mamba guarding Lukavicius. Brizuela. And Dogas Kuzminskas wanted to get it to Sabonis, but Garuba is just an absolute beast down low. Sabonis puts up the jumper and missed everything, and that was all Usman Garuba.
The Spanish low post defense fronting the post is forcing Lithuania to work extra hard to put the ball inside right now. Outstanding defensive work to guard the low post from Spain. Let's see what type of adjustments Lithuania will do to get the ball inside and establish the low post to Valanciunas and now Sabonis.
Alberto Diaz in the game for Spain. Jordan passing now to Brizuela. Alberto Diaz for three. That's good. How about that?
Diaz has made so many hustle plays defensively, and there another big catch and shoot three.
Spain playing some composed basketball right now, and really good on this end, but Lukavich just gets in, scores, beats Brizuela.
For guards on both teams, you've got to take away angles to the basket. Lukavicius, beautiful drive and finish.
Really had his best game in the opener against Slovenia. Narrow loss for Lithuania. Shot clock about to expire. Brizuela puts it up. And Brazdeikis in the game. Iggy crosses midcourt. Spinning his way. Oh, look at that. And then he passes it. Thought he had a chance to go for the layup, but decided not to rush. Put up a bad shot. Oh, Lukavicius charges into Diaz.
Again, once again, Diaz steps in and takes that charge, gives up his body. Spain setting backcourt screens to release the pressure on the point guards advancing the ball.
Rudy Fernandez. So Lithuania will hold it for the last shot here in the quarter. Maybe get some more penetration from Lekavicius. Maybe try to get the basketball to Brazdeikis and let him drive. No, it's going to be Lekavicius launching it and hitting it. The go-ahead three. And not enough time for Rudy to catch and shoot it. So at the end of one, these teams looking pretty even at this stage. Here's Lekavicius bringing the spark offensively in the first quarter. The three-pointer.
Beautiful.
And he's got 7 points in just 4 minutes of action. Is Lithuania leading it 20-19 over Spain?
Again, we look at the numbers. Field goal percentage, 58% for Lithuania. Three-point shooting. Lithuania only one make, but it was the last one. Lekavicius with the big three to go ahead. Rebounds even at 6. 6 assists for Spain, 0 for Lithuania. 4 turnovers in the first quarter for Lithuania. Again, a problem that's plagued them in Cologne.
Spain scoring 8 points off those turnovers, so it does illustrate how significant those are for Lithuania. And the one thing I'll say about Spain's defense right now is Lithuania do not look comfortable when they've got the basketball.
Well, they haven't seen, a post front. They've just had it easy to put the ball in the post. It's a nice adjustment from Coach Scariola. They're having to work a little harder to get the ball inside to their strength of Valanciunas and Sabonis. Now, the 2 fouls here early in the first quarter, against Valanciunas, how does that become a factor? How does the front court depth handle that for Lithuania?
Scanning the barcode for Courtside 1891. Video stream, schedules and scores, interviews, features, all good stuff. And it really means that Valanciunas can't come in, but it looked like he did push off to get the first foul. It looked like he made some contact from behind on the second foul.
Yeah, fouls are fouls. But again, this is why you have quality depth, quality backup players. Let's see what Ejodas can bring to the table.
I mean, he's played some minutes. Obviously, he's not Valanciunas, but he's got to hold down the fort right now.
The question is, what is their offensive identity? It's so much through the post with Valanciunas or Sabonis. Where do Lithuania go for offense now?
Well, Mamba got swatted out of bounds by Lekavicius.
We've seen Lekavicius used as a defensive stopper here. You see the switch.
Not in this house.
Great rim protection there.
Brizuela again leans into one. He gets it to go.
Very skillful finish from Brizuela.
Oh, great defense from Brizuela, stealing the basketball from Lekavicius. And Alberto Diaz goes in, scores, and is fouled. And once again, the turnover game plagues Lithuania, but all credit to Spain and Brizuela. He has his shot swatted, then he scores, and now he comes up with a big steal and hands it off to Diaz for this tough make.
So again, Diaz applying pressure at the point. The Cavashes did not have a very good entry angle. Through the pressure, did not deliver the ball. The steal from Brizuela, and then Brizuela gives it back to Diaz. Diaz has been such a spark for this Spanish team off the bench.
And suddenly you feel the momentum already now with Spain. Can they build on it? Oh boy, another turnover forced. But again, the Cavish is going to have to come out.
The Cavish just did some good things offensively, scoring, but struggling to handle the ball pressure from Diaz right now. Coach Maxavides adjusts and brings in Jokubaitis.
The Cavish just goes out with 7 points, but with 3 turnovers. Brizuela for 3! Maybe that swat was the best thing that ever happened to him, because since he got rejected, he's been on fire.
He can score.
The crowd trying to lift Lithuania. Brazdeikis on the baseline.
Again, you can see Spain putting the pressure on Lithuania without an interior presence to establish the post through. They're struggling to have a clear identity for their offense.
Para. Oh, offensive rebound. Juancho Hernan Gomez. Lithuania on the back foot right now, and that defense led by Diaz, causing all sorts of problems. This was Parra missing, and Ejodas going up and battling, but Juancho Hernan Gomez gets the offensive rebound and putback.
50-50 loose ball, and Ejodas has to come down with that ball.
Nice section of Spain fans here, but they've put him right behind the Lithuania bench, in fact. So Brizuela, what a spark he gave. He's out of the game now.
Zone defense from the sideline inbound.
Kuzminskis back to Jokubaitis. Shot clock down to 3, and another turnover. Jokubaitis trying to get it to Sabonis. Garuba spinning, turning, pump faking, and Lithuania survived that one. Jokubaitis again pushing it quickly. Sabonis over to Kuzminskis. Hand in the face, had to affect the shot by Diaz, who's just playing outstanding since he's coming into the game.
Sabonis back into the game, and immediately they try to play through him in the post.
Jokubaitis gets in. Oh, nice runner.
Beautiful. Soft touch.
Now, what does Spain want here? Fernandez gets to the edge. Garuba for 3. Sabonis, dangerous dribbling against Parra. Didn't lose it, but looked a little uncertain. Now Kuzminskis. And good call by the ref, calling the foul on Parra before the shot. Again, the left hand. I think he'll develop a right hand, Jokubaitis, for those drives.
When you can finish like that with that touch, it's a great finish. Dragonis
back in. And Another blocking foul called on Spain and Parra. So with the 2 fouls, Valanciunas comes back in. Remember, he played with 4 fouls for a long time in one of those Group B games and didn't foul out.
Coach Maxvidis knows there's no tomorrow.
There's not?
There's no tomorrow, these teams.
There's no games?
There's survive in advance. You've got to win.
I gotcha. Yeah.
And you need your best players out there to help the team. He trusts Valanciunas. Let's see if they double the post or do something to protect him a little bit.
Mike, you scared me. I thought there might not be a tomorrow. It's about as bad as it gets. All right.
It's been a long day in the gym.
Juancho Hernangomez powers his way down low.
Again, Lithuania came in as the team that really scores inside and established the post, but you got to love the way Spain has scored at the rim here in the first half.
Jokubaitis. Ooh. Good shot. Garuba rebounds and runs, gets it back to Brown. Now Brown. Garuba, and the second three-pointer he's taken and missed. Oh, the slip. He keeps his dribble. Great job by Midas Gorgonis. Might need to get the towel out and wipe that up in a second. Here goes Dragonis again. Quick pass. Jokubaitis. Count it!
Again, it's not easy for the Lithuanian guards to create for each other. Great job by Grigonis pressuring the rim. And then the corner three. Great job from Jokubaitis.
We got Iggy Brasdeikis for a hold.
When your teammate drives to the baseline, you want to fill that opposite corner for floor spacing. Great job there by Lithuania. Hitting an important three, cutting the deficit to 2.
Still got over 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Valanciunas back in the game for Lithuania. Fernandez back in for Spain. And Sabonis brings it down, hands it off to Jokubaitis. Jokubaitis says, don't mind if I do, but it goes front and back of the rim and stays out.
Gotta love his confidence.
Brown, where was he going? Jokubaitis comes up with a steal. And Jokubaitis just kind of lost his balance as he went up, put it up and missed what should have been a layup for Lithuania. Missed opportunity. Oh, Hernangomez and Valanciunas put his hands on him and committed his 3rd foul of the game, and there is no question that was a foul. He's going to go out, and Valanciunas this time has no argument.
I'm shocked that in that situation he put his hands on the offensive player like that.
So it's kind of like you're playing chess and your opponent has just lost its king.
Yeah,
and that means game over.
Well, I don't want to say
he's only lost him temporarily.
Game over. This is, again, a lot of basketball ahead here, but you took a risk trusting Valanciunas would play and avoid mistakes like that. But again, now Lithuania, 4 minutes, 20 seconds to go. You've got to make your adjustments and find ways to establish defensive stops and, again, be efficient on offense.
I mean, no question, it's not game over, but it's certainly
it's a significant.
It's a minor victory in a long battle.
Significant development in the first half of this game.
That seems a bit wordy.
For what just happened. He fouled the guy.
Iggy Brasdeikis Gets in, misses Sabonis, keeps it alive. Parra has it. Juancho, Aaron Gomez takes a licking but keeps on ticking. He's running back down the court. Brown from the elbow. And Gregonis fouled by Fernandez.
Spain number 7, Jaime Fernandez. Second foul.
Well, 3:49 remaining. Timeout on the court. Spain leading by 3. Let's head to the bench.
Jeigu Domą paustinsim, žiūrėkit, padarom tą. Domą šitoj pusėje tik tai tą kumštį, ne? Čia išbėgi, vienas išbėga į kampą Arnas, tada užsilaikai čia žmogų, ne jisai frontina. Kūzė kyla į viršų, čia rogas nueina. Tai nori, kad reikia žemai šitą. Jo. Toliau. Padarykim ant Grigo vieną žemai, gerai? Ant Grigo tik kūzė, po to išbėgi, kad Grigas žaistų į vieną pusę. Gerai. Davai. Mes už.
Well, look on the bright side if you're a Lithuanian fan. Valanciunas is at least resting, and he will come back at some point in this game, the second half.
Jeff, these guys have been through as much adversity as a team could face in that group being Cologne. Facing elimination, needing help, getting the help, and then taking care of business. But really good use of the timeout here from Coach Maxvides. He set up the attack to get the ball into the post to Sabonis against the front. But as we see, consistent with their game plan, Spain playing the zone on the sideline inbound plays.
Bounce pass to Kuzminskis, who gets in, little runner, and there is a terrific play by Sabonis, tapping it in. Spain finishing top of their group in Tbilisi, taking on Lithuania, who had to win their last game just to make it here after going 2-3. Sabonis goes right at Aaron Gomez and scores.
Beautiful. Strong move to the middle. Great finish. Sabonis stepping up when Lithuania needs him most.
Seba Scythe in the game right now. Here he is. Hands it back off to Fernandez. And offensive foul on Aaron Gomez. Or no, on Jaime Fernandez. Now that is number 3. They're saying that he intentionally brought his arm up. Did he try to lock arms? Is that what they're saying?
You see Sabonis, the strong move, determination, getting to the rim. Brizuela in now.
So Fernandez goes down. He was definitely swinging his arm as if to either clear space or lock arms when he went past.
Fernandez does so many things, so many good things for the Spain team. Here's the attack against the front.
Well, Rudy Fernandez in the game as well for Bakavicius, guarding Bakavicius. Modest Gregonis to Kuzminskis. It looks good. It is good. Number 19. And Lithuania with the momentum up 36-32. 2.5 minutes to go in this first half. Lorenzo Brown answers immediately.
Nice patience in the pick and roll. Got into the paint, mid-lane finish. Great job from Brown.
Kuzminskis again, and Bakavicius battles Lorenzo Brown, passes up to Scythe. Rudy Fernandez open. Now Bakavicius, and the game opens up a little bit. And Gregonis. Skip pass, Kuzminskis hands it off. Sabonis! And Scariolo calling the timeout.
And Jeff, again, Mindaugas, Kuzminskis, making big shots for this team, providing a spark off the bench. Look at this beautiful pass, no look. Sabonis again stepping up. Respect for this Lithuania front court.
Si Sabonis la coge en transición, aquí en el poste alto, y luego va a la izquierda fácil, es difícil que podamos defender. Entonces corremos. ¿Cómo? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué en transición? No, era lento, era muy lento. Bueno, en transición un under. Y luego, lo que has hecho bien es ir por delante. ¿Okay? Pero volvemos rápido y next one. Pulgar flash 5. ¿Okay? Sigue con el short. Venga, vamos.
Again, you're in the huddle with Spain and you just have complete confidence in Coach Scariola, you know, giving his team great instruction, calling the next plays. And again, that inspires a team to bounce back and make a run. They need to finish this half strong. They've played so well, controlling the tempo for so long. And then just when you think Lithuania's up against it with Valanciunas off the floor, Sabonis and Kuzminskas and teammates respond with a big run.
The high pick. Now he gets it back. And what a finish. And they were just saying goal interference, but the ball went through, so he gets the basket.
I think they called a foul on
on the
Sides.
play, sorry. Oh, yeah, he pushed off on Kuzminskas. Well, it's a good. They called the exact same play on Valanciunas at the start of the game. Granted, yeah, all you can do is be consistent, and that's what they've done. So Kuzminskas goes to the line. Mendogas, Kuzminskas makes the first. Such a luxury to have somebody like Kuzminskas coming off the bench. And he makes both, and look at that, just one section of Lithuania fans.
So last possession, Spain ran the short pick and roll with Hernan Gomez up top.
Ooh, dangerous dribbling. Brown for three. Oh, boy, that was a dangerous pass, but Jokubaitis was able to get it to Bukavicius. Bukavicius puts it up. Count it! What a play from Bukavicius, who just has become a very important player in this team, and it's not just defense.
We see the play here. Bukavicius attacks the closeout, takes the contact, and flips it up. Again, he's in the lineup as a defensive stopper. But as we saw in the Bosnia and Herzegovina game, his offense became so important. And this, along with Kuzminskas, this is a great sign. The Lithuania bench impacting the game, helping the team.
And not only that, but he's really gotten the Lithuania crowd going. Biggest deficit that Spain have faced in this game. Vizuela. Over to Brown. Hernan Gomez. Quick pass to his brother, Juancho!
What fantastic teamwork from the brothers.
Jokubaitis dances around, gets it to Kuzminskas.
Jokubaitis could have forced it. Great patience. Put it in the post to Kuzminskas, and Kuzminskas delivers once again.
Mutual respect for those two combatants. Here was Kuzminskis once again getting the job done.
Again, Jeff, if you're a four-man and you're known as a shooter, when teams switch to take your shots away, you've got to be able to punish the mismatch or advantage situation in the post, just as Kuzminskis did there against Brown.
Brizuela. And a push off on Kuzminskis.
They called, I think, Grigonis or Echotis for a hold.
Okay. Grigonis. Okay, here it is. Sorry. Yes, I can see it now.
Now, we have 2 free throws, but this is still, Lithuania's got to focus on their free throw blockout situation here. We see Giedraitis on the side of Rudy Fernandez. It would make sense if he switches sides and you see him get over to possibly pinch down on Hernan Gomez. Offensively, what you'll see teams do here is set a cross screen. Fernandez screening across for Hernan Gomez. Again, just in the event there's a miss, he makes it.
So 2.2 seconds. Lithuania want to get something.
Official FIBA EuroBasket mascot, it's the timeout for
Pabandom tokią akciją, tik neprarandam kamuolio. Išmes atgal, tada atsikeičia. Iki tu atsikeisi su juo. Žiūrėk, padarom preską. Svarbu neprarast kamuolį, Grigai, tu išmes gerai. Svarbu neprarast, žiūrėk, jo. Grigas čia. Čia eina akcija ant lūko. Jeigu išeina čia, varai toliau. Kitas dar planas yra čia įgis. Čia Domas. Jeigu kartais visai laisvas būtų, Domui to kilka, bet svarbu neprarast kamuolį, gerai. Čia kūdė. Aš nedažnė, aš. Čia tada kažkokį. Čia tada, davai, čia Rokas. Tu kaip ketvirtas. Davai. Ir atšokit. Mes už! Jo, kas svarbu neprarast kamuolį.
Silver Bay with our official mascot with bounce back on the court for less than 2.2 seconds.
They're one of the Hernan Gomez's here today, his brother Wancho. Saw the Dragic's play earlier today. The Dragic brothers, of course, they got the Antetokounmpo brothers for Greece. Got to go the length of the court here to get it to Lekavicius, and he's able to put it up, but
The scores at halftime break: Spain 40 and Lithuania 40.
so Lekavicius not able to get the drop. It's Lithuania leading it 45-40 over Spain.
So if you remain seated, we got break ball. That's a hot cocktail.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas picked up his 3rd foul, goes out, and Lithuania take the lead.
Really interesting half. Lithuania shooting slightly better from the field. Again, you see they've only got 3 out of 10 3-point makes, 4 for 17 for Spain. Rebounds slightly towards Lithuania, as are points in the paint, 22-18 here at halftime. Again, the key for Lithuania, they've got 7 turnovers, and that's led to 14 points after the turnovers for Spain. We've seen Lithuania struggle when they went without either Valanciunas or Sabonis on the floor. Look for Coach Maxavides and staff to try to keep that inside identity on the court the entire second half when they have the opportunity.
Eight points for Grigonis. Valanciunas When he was on the floor, he was okay. I wouldn't say he was dominant. He's got 3 points. That was his only basket.
But again, give credit to Coach Scariola and the Spain defense. The post front has made it more difficult for Lithuania to go to their strength. Valanciunas has had some plays, but they've had a more difficult time. It has not been as easy to get the ball inside.
Alberto Diaz came out and really sparked Spain.
He sure did.
6 points. A lot of great defense. Lekavicius did well in the first quarter, and then things started to go off the rails for him in the second.
Struggled against some of the ball pressure, but again, you know, this has been the point for the Lithuanian backcourt. They've struggled against ball pressure all tournament.
That was an absolutely sensational finish from Diaz.
And again, Diaz and Brizuela have really been good for Spain off the bench there for Coach Scariola.
Yeah, he took Brizuela off when he was in full flow. And Lithuania started to make their run. That was one that got away from him. Here's the one, Jokovitis. This is where I say he could go to his right hand if he had one.
And it would probably be a little easier finish, but he's got such soft touch with that left. Again, Spain has done a very good job with the points and paint. Here was really good teamwork, playoff penetration, get to the corner, catch and shoot three. That's not easy for Lithuania. Again, they've got smart, skilled players, but it's not easy for them to create the advantage as compared to, example, Schroeder and Lowe. They're in the paint constantly for Germany.
7 points for Kuzminskis.
You can't say enough about Mindaugas Kuzminskis in Cologne and here. He's been a key factor for Lithuania.
He really has. Sabonis again with the 8 points. And that's where we are at halftime. 45-40, Lithuania on top of Spain.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Look. Oh! Makovic's got out on the floor. No one stops the break. Highlight time here in Milan.
Rocky now curls one screen, pick and pop by Shaken, and he rips the ring down, silencing this arena.
This boy, he's no longer a boy. This young man is just awesome.
Again, forcing the play. There's no need to. Here come Ukraine, they look long. Oh, what a play!
Incredible look up to the rim. And he asked for the ball, put his hand up, he said, hey, throw it, and I'll go get it.
Robertson looking to go coast to coast. 3-point shot. Oh, my word! Magic Markkanen up off his feet.
Well, Rudy Gobert makes his decision and renders it. Oh. Wow, he's not done. Doncic comes up with the steal. And look at that pass from Doncic. Giddy up, says the Mavericks superstar.
The nutmeg, the okey-doke, put it between his legs, and then the beautiful lobs for the slam.
Well, another three. Randall pump fakes. Randall all the way. Oh, baby! Oh, Ame! Svidovisa! Sebrisi! Unbelievable! Are you serious?
What a play! Real by Manu Kalashvili, who dived for the slam.
Into the half court, puts it on the floor, down the lane. Oh!
Incredible beast.
Where did he take off from?
The god goes off.
Wow.
This is gonna be shown over and over again.
Here's Doncic. Oh!
Are you kidding me?
It's like he's in his backyard, in the driveway. He is just, well, he's not from this planet.
Ultimate game in the group where he really kind of needed to find his rhythm and place in the team, and since that point, and it's interesting how you just don't know. You know, we're all expecting big things from Valanciunas, the foul trouble, and now he's out. And of course, Aaron Gomez. What must be going through his mind, knowing that the legends have gone? You know, the Gasols. And he's got to be the guy now to carry the Spain team.
Again, it's about playing with responsibility, and it's about, you know, asserting yourself as a star player for your team. Hernan Gomez, you can see the length and the athleticism and the skill. Again, he's come out and battled, made a great impact here for Spain. But Jeff, we talked about this in Cologne. You know, teams that win championships need to go through adversity. And this Lithuanian team could not have faced more adversity together than they did in that Group B team. And they somehow found a way to survive it and be here. And you could see, even when it looked bleak for them in the first half, Valanciunas in trouble, the team responded. And again, this is a great sign for Lithuania if you're going to get that type of response. Playing with so much pride in their country and what they've established. I don't think there's a team that's faced more adversity in this tournament than Lithuania has, and that has prepared them, enabled them to dig to a deeper level than other teams. And let's see how Spain can respond here in the second half. But Lithuania sure is battle-tested, and more adversity in the first half, the foul trouble for Valanciunas.
Yep, they're going to have to overcome it. France also had a fair share of adversity the way they lost on their opening night to Germany, and then they were trailing Lithuania, in fact, by a big number, and came back and beat them. So yeah, I think you're right. Lithuania survived. That's the name of the game, isn't it? Survive and advance.
And again, like we said, that Group B, the competition was at such a high level and high standard that it has prepared Lithuania, France, Germany, Slovenia for success here in Berlin, and we've seen 3 Group B teams advance, and now a 4th have an advantage at halftime.
Well, Jokubaitis, you know, everybody expecting big things from him at this EuroBasket, and he has certainly delivered more times than not. I don't think he carries the team per se, like the great Jasikevicius once did.
He's not the playmaker that Sarunas Jasikevicius was. He's not distributing, getting into the paint and setting his teammates up. He's not the pick and roll playmaker that Jasikevicius was, but he's got tremendous heart and he's attacking all the time.
And he's getting better all the time.
100%.
And nobody's rooting harder for him than Jasikevicius, I would suggest. And Juancho Hernan Gomez, well, actually not a bad little contribution coming in. 8 points.
I think that's fantastic. You saw Coach Scariola get deep into his front court bench. He has several different matchups there. He's got some length, he's got some mobility, and he used all of those weapons in the first half. But again, credit the game plan of Coach Scariola, understanding the identity of the Lithuania offense, going through the post, fronting the post was definitely a factor in the rhythm of the game in the first half.
That's a great picture there. Echodas, not quite the celebrity of some of his teammates, but he's got his own fan section.
I think if you're on the Lithuanian national team, you have a fan section somewhere in the country.
That was the guy with the hair, remember? That you
fantastic haircuts from the Sea of Green.
Spheropoulos.
Here with Chris Fleming
clinic.
doing a coaching clinic here. Outstanding, organized from FIBA, sharing the game with young coaches. Wonderful opportunity to learn from great coaches here.
National team basketball in Berlin in 2022. And I have to say, Berlin's big enough to where I haven't seen Lithuanians everywhere I turned like it was the case in Cologne. Which, by the way, that group was, I think, maybe the toughest group of a FIBA EuroBasket I've ever watched.
It was so much fun.
I was exhausted at the end of every day. I was like, I can't believe I just watched that.
The level of play was so high. It was so much fun. Wonderful games, and it's really set it up well here for the knockout stages in Berlin.
Scanning the barcode to get the FIBA EuroBasket app in your smartphone. That's it. The barcode right there on the left part of the screen, and you get everything that you need. Results, fixtures, you name it. It's got it. Videos, video links.
Brizuela in the starting lineup the second half. Jaime Fernandez with 3 fouls.
And Bukavicius again starting.
In place of Giedraitis.
Who's been anonymous.
Some adjustments here from both teams.
Second half underway here in Berlin. Lithuania leading 45-40 and getting the first possession in Grigonis. Crosses up and the ball knocked out of his hands. Good job by Hernan Gomez. And there's Dirk Nowitzki.
Let the man watch the game, please.
Yeah, please. Please. People. Mike, go up there and tell those people to leave him alone.
I'm too busy enjoying the game and the action right now. So
here is the inbounds pass and fouling from behind. Brizuela. I think that Dirk Nowitzki is comfortable in his celebrity. I think he knows what's up. He's here. The fans are here.
There will be requests.
It comes with the territory.
Yes, and he's lived it. It's been a part of things, and Again, his jersey is not the traveling retired number for nothing, but he's such a great ambassador, not only for Germany, but for FIBA basketball and international play.
And all of these guys, Kuzminskas, Valanciunas, hope that one day they also will be recognized in the same way. They'll always be loved for having worn the national team jerseys, the players of both of these teams, especially if they win. So the 7-point lead for Lithuania. Hernan Gomez ends up taking a tough shot. Here's Grigonis, and his pass intercepted by Lopez Aristegui and Kuzminskas.
So again, we see when Lithuanian guards get into the paint, it's not easy for them to penetrate and find each other. Grigonis attempting to see his teammate Kuzminskas, the turnover. The last several possessions for Spain, we've seen them run the high pick and roll with Hernan Gomez, short pick and roll action, trying to get him downhill to the rim. Let's see if that continues.
So it's Bekavicius on Brown. And now they switch, and then Grigonis fouls Brown.
We've seen the Lithuania backcourt struggle to contain the ball. Again, Brown just rejects the screen. Grigonis has to do a better job of directing the ball.
Brown has played a team-high 15 minutes for Spain. 5 points, a couple of assists, 3 rebounds. Into Hernan Gomez. Puts it up and gets the shooter's bounce. That's it. You made it. You made it on TV. Jokubaitis. Oh, Grigonis looking, hoping they wouldn't call it, and Jokubaitis now hears it from Grigonis.
So again, you see here, Jokubaitis was supposed to hit a wing entry pass. He dribbled, entry. Grigonis got caught. Are you passing me the ball? Am I cutting to get open? Or you dribble entry, and there's the collision. Miscommunication by the Lithuanian backcourt.
So Iggy Brazdeikis checks in for Grigonis, who goes out of the game after picking up his 3rd foul. Chance for Spain. Little jump hook, Pradilla, and Sabonis comes down with the basketball. Iggy, good! The pride of Canada and Lithuania.
Brazdeikis gives them a physical body that can handle the ball and create and hit shots. He's not afraid. That's an important 3.
5 points for Iggy and 8 points, the advantage, the biggest of the game for Lithuania. Brown hands it off into the corner. Lopez Aristegui, it was on the baseline, in fact, and Lopez Aristegui gets it back, and smart play by Spain. Look at that, Einars Bekavicius, Ukraine here.
Breaking down the game for his coaching staff.
Used to coach Latvia, now he coaches Ukraine. Jokubaitis. And a foul call. Was he fouling the shooter?
Yeah, there was light contact on the release. And again, the release is the most important part of the shot. So I think the replay will show contact.
Got him on the hand just as the ball left. Huge opportunity here for Jokubaitis.
And Jeff, starting this second half with Sabonis at the 5 and Kuzminskas at the 4, they're buying time for Valanciunas, as you say, to rest, saving his fouls. But again, you could argue that today, Lithuania has been better and more efficient with Sabonis at the 5, Kuzminskas at the 4, and Valanciunas not involved.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Also, Spain kind of geared their entire plan to kind of limit Valanciunas, and now that he's not in there,
then it's more.
We got to do something else.
Yeah,
we
let's
didn't
play.
practice.
Let's play.
9 points, the lead, the biggest of the game for Lithuania. Key stretch here for Spain. Brown, tough drive, and what a finish.
So, again, using his body, creating his tension. You see, Bukovic just trying to direct the ball, gave up the middle drive. He's got to take that middle drive away. As soon as it was open, you can see Brown get there, get into the body, create the extension, and as you say, outstanding finish.
Andrea Minigan.
Enjoying the action.
So Andrea Minigan, the son of the legend Dino. Also played for the national team, Andrea. I saw him at the 98 FIBA Basketball World Cup, in fact. Here we go. And the miss. Sabonis comes back the other way. So Lithuania dodged the bullet. And Sabonis, now Lithuania twice come up empty on possessions and leaving the door open for Spain to come back. The brightest in the game, Hernan Gomez passes it back out. On the trap, and good roll, but Hernan Gomez doesn't make the shot. Jokubaitis, that's his game right there. How many times have we seen him make that move and score?
Again, he uses, they could say, twist the pick and roll, rescreen, dribbles right into the floor space to the baseline, pull-up jump shot. He's got so much confidence in that shot.
12 points for Jokubaitis. Hernan Gomez into the corner to Wancho. And then the ball chased down by Willie. Brown drifts into the paint. And Brazdeikis calmly crosses midcourt. Lithuania fans sensing the opportunity. Kuzminskas, good! Lithuania on a roll. They've opened up a game-high 11-point lead. No hesitation from Kuzminskas.
Wide open, great job from Brazdeikis drawing the two defenders. Big three for Kuzminskas.
His second three-pointer of the game. And that groovy fan loving what he is seeing.
No podemos fallar bandeja. We cannot miss layup in this game. We got to go with full strength and finish those shots. Second, we cannot miss a switch with Kuzminskas. Go, push out, switch on them, okay? Switch automatically. No, but not in transition. Not in transition, because they are every time he post up and we struggle. They have bonus, eh? We got to hold him right here, and then if there is a separation, we switch, okay? We go one side quick open, one side quick open.
So Coach Scariola, again, making some things clear, emphasizing his team to finish plays at the rim. And then, again, when the pick and roll coverage gets separation and stretched out, he wants a switch so there's coverage. You take coverage over matchup in those situations. And again, Kuzminskas making them pay because they don't switch. Wide open three. Big moment in the game as Valanciunas re-enters.
Valanciunas perhaps coming in to help lower the boom. Can Spain hold them at bay? Wancho And fouled, shooting the three-pointer from Kuzminskas. Calling it the same at both ends, folks.
Similar situation. Again, the release is the most important part of the shot for the shooter. We see contact.
Absolutely the right call.
And Jeff, a lot of times coaches will look at the team's focus. How are they shooting at the free throw line? Lithuania 15 for 15, and Spain to this point 10 for 11. Both teams locked in with a laser focus.
Aaron Gomez, Juancho having quietly a very significant game here. 11 points in 13 minutes. Leading or co-leading with his brother, also has 11 points. And now Diaz comes back into the game.
I mean, that's just outstanding ball pressure from Diaz. He reconnected with the ball handler. There was a little contact. They called it. But you've got to respect Diaz's effort to pressure the ball at the point. He's done a great job. And now here's the challenge. Lekavic is back in, struggled in the first half with the ball pressure.
By the way, Spain over the limit on fouls. Excuse me, Lithuania are, so Spain will be shooting free throws every time they're fouled. Brasdeikis and Valanciunas, that's what we've been watching in Cologne, but he doesn't finish. Doesn't put it back up and in, and Brown, like a bullet out of a gun, goes down the court and scores and cuts the deficit.
How about the individual one-on-one footwork? Brown, little Euro step right by him. Beautiful play.
Denying Lekavic the basketball. Kuzminskas into the corner. Giedraitis for three. Kuzminskas gets it back. Valanciunas was in there battling as well. And finally, Lekavic, who was denied the basketball, has it. Kuzminskas, that's a long three. If it goes, and it does. Clutch.
Wow.
Money Mendogas. Brown open but missing. Usman Garuba is going to come into the game. Look at Kuzminskas, a game-high 15 as Diaz goes down, picks up another foul.
Look at this play. That's extended range, contested three, 1 second on the shot clock. I mean, that is a big shot for Mindaugas Kuzminskas. Money Mindaugas. Mendogas. That's even better. Money Mendogas. Now, if you're Lithuania, with the ball pressure that Diaz has been putting on Lekavic, you've got to think about putting the ball in Brasdeikis' hands as a secondary ball handler to enter your offense. Take the pressure off here.
Here's Lekavic. Big rebound for Rudy. Lopez Aristegui off to Rudy Fernandez. Now he's got it back. Shot clock winding down. Lopez Aristegui into Garuba. And instead of going right at Valanciunas, he fades. And now Garuba gets it back. Spain trailing, needing a bucket, and Diaz. And it just goes to show you how crucial those second and third chances are.
And you love Diaz's self-confidence. Team needs a bucket. He makes a play.
And Garuba reaches over Valanciunas, knocks it away. And into Garuba. Ooh, dangerous moments for Valanciunas. with the 3 fouls. And a bump out on the perimeter. Giedraitis called for the foul. So Garuba, the ruling was set, and Giedraitis just smashed into him. That was Diaz making the jumper.
Showing a lot of self-confidence there. Not only a defensive player, able to impact the game on the offensive side as well. Again, Diaz, quality point guard. Lots of experience from the ECB.
Garuba already at the line today has made a couple of free throws, 2 of 2 on his first trip. Silky smooth.
And Jeff, we're back to the starting front court here with Sabonis and Valanciunas. My concern is who will help with the ball pressure and the pressure release for Lekavicius in the backcourt.
Shooter's bounce. And you can see the looks, the nervous, the emotions for the Spain fans here watching. Doing a good job cutting what was once an 11-point deficit. But there's Lekavicius, and that was a 3. Monty Mendogas is on the bench. Somebody else has to step up. Lopez out of Stegway. Juancho. Aaron Gomez off to Diaz. Now Juancho gets it back. Drives in, and he's fouled while he puts it up by Sabonis. How about Juancho Hernangomez? 13 points. You think this is a big drive?
Yeah, and again, if you watch this game, Lithuania is getting beat to the middle too easily, whether it's the backcourt or the front court on these closeouts. They've got to do a better job, especially on those wings at the 45. Close out the inside shoulder so your body is in a better position to take away that first move, especially to the middle.
And he does not convert it. The three-point play, a rare missed free throw for Spain.
Zone defense, box and one defense here on Grigonis. Coach Scariola.
Lekavicius. Another jump shot. So he's kind of redeemed himself for that rough second quarter by coming back in here late, or later in the game. You got to put your disappointments behind you in sports and look ahead. And Giedraitis again called for another foul. And Giedraitis
Jeff,
needs to accept it.
Here's the box and one offense for Lithuania. Again, pull-up jump shot. Lekavicius. What you love about Lekavicius is we all have strengths and limitations as players, and you've got to find a way to use your strengths to impact the game. He struggled at times with the ball pressure, but one thing we know is he can shoot that ball, and he's hit some big shots for this team in the second half.
Both free throws good. Fernandez. Rodolfo, the captain. Sabonis lofts it over to Valanciunas, and he traveled. He didn't catch it cleanly, and then he kind of hopped.
Jonas has to keep his composure here. We're getting into the fourth quarter. We're getting into winning time.
And this has not always been a good time for Lithuania in this EuroBasket.
Yeah, but again, we see these turnovers.
12 turnovers for Lithuania in the game. Lopez out of Stegway tries to pass it to Garuba, and I think it went off of him and then Valanciunas out of bounds. really is a weird situation. Valanciunas comes back into the game. It just has never really gotten into the flow per se.
And let's give credit to the Spain defense because of that. Multiple matchups, good game plan.
Juancho. Oh, look at Garuba, sky high for the rebound. Gets it out to Rudy. Good! That's why they call him Mr. Clutch. Rudy Fernandez cutting the deficit to 3. El Capitan rising to the occasion.
And Jeff, you called it. You had that feeling the veteran would find a way to impact the game, and has he ever?
10 points. And Sabonis fouled by Fernandez, couldn't quite get himself set. Look at him. I mean, he's given so much to his country over the years. Here he is still trying to take charges. Tremendous. That was an amazing rebound for Garuba. He skied.
And how many times have we seen Rudy Fernandez bury a big 3 for Spain, for his club teams in his career? Again, the connection to the golden generation of Spanish players.
Because the way he gets under opponent's skin and opposing fans' skin, I don't think outside of Spain, maybe he gets the respect that he deserves, but he has been every bit as amazing for Spain as any of those other players in the golden generation.
And we have to appreciate the greatness of these legendary players. You know, he's at the end of his career. He's not the same player he was, but
he's bringing it in the important game.
Yes. You know, again, we talked about greatness is being your best when it matters the most, and we are seeing Rudy Fernandez find a way to impact this game when his country needs him, and that's something special. Fantastic.
And Sabonis gets them both to go, and Valanciunas has to say, yes, I'm with you, big fella, over here cheering for you. So Equidus in the game here at the end of the quarter. Garuba, tough assignment for him. Juancho Hernangomez for 3. And I tell you, Garuba just changes everything with his ability to get in there and compete for rebounds. Brown. Back over to Rudy. Hands it off. Lopez out of Stegui. Another good play by Giedraitis. And they're not even going to get the shot off in time. So, 3 quarters in the books, and Spain holding tough, hanging tough rather. They trail Lithuania 68-63.
As the coaches huddle, we take a look at the shooting numbers. Lithuania decided advantage in field goal percentage. Again, 7 for 17 from 3, 5 for 23 from Spain. They've had some good looks. Free throws, both teams shooting well. 16 for 18 for Spain, 17 for 17. 12 turnovers for Lithuania compared to 4 for Spain. Points in the paint, 30 for Spain and 22 for Lithuania. So that's also a surprising number. Again, as we've said all tournament long, the turnovers that lead to opportunities, 12 turnovers for Lithuania that have led to 21 points for Spain. Again, it's a common issue for Lithuania. So far, they've outplayed it, but we've seen them struggle in the fourth quarter in Cologne at times. Let's see how they're able to finish this game.
Mike, it feels like Money Mindaugas is going to have to come back into the game at some point and help his team get past Spain. I'm really curious to see who's going to step up for Spain in these clutch moments. I feel like one of these young guys is actually going to come up and do something.
Well, I mean, that's what Spain needs. But again, we see strong lineup here, trusting basically Bukavicius in as a defensive stopper on Rudy. Again, Brasdikas can be a secondary ball handler to help Jokubaitis against the ball pressure. And the strong front line.
5 points is not a big lead at all. Not the way this game has gone. Not the way that Spain has clawed their way back from the 11-point deficit. Lopez Aristegui.
Again, really good look. Coach Scariola creating opportunities for these guys. Great looks. They just got to stick with it.
Diaz is going to collapse if he turns. There's Jokubaitis. That was short. Good D Spain. Diaz able to get it to Rudy. Here's Juancho. Doesn't hesitate, but off the front of the cup.
Good spacing in transition. Got them an open look for three. Again, 2 good looks coming out their first 2 possessions. You got to be pleased with that. They just need to knock some shots down.
Bukavicius almost turned it over. Diaz's defense has been out of the top drawer tonight. Oh, nice pass back to Valanciunas. And there's Valanciunas goes in. He's like, why don't I just take one step and lay it up?
Jeff, tonight it's so much easier for Lithuania to feed the post to the 4 to Sabonis, but he had great patience. They flashed Valanciunas to the nail. Shot fake all the way to the rim. Excellent patience in the half court from Lithuania.
5 points, 5 rebounds, Valanciunas. Here's Juancho to seal off his passage over to Garuba. Now Bukavicius, and had to give it up earlier. He charges, and look who it is taking it for the team yet again. And he is in a little bit of pain after drawing that charge.
You know, you talk about numbers versus no numbers. Bukavicius saw Fernandez earlier. Here's the high-low play. Great job from Valanciunas for the easy 2. But again, this is about decision-making and winning time right now, maximizing your possessions. It wasn't a clear 2-on-1. Maybe not the best decision to attack right there. Rudy giving up his body for the charge.
He does, now standing over there in front of that Lithuania bench. Here's Brown. Dancing around, Brown. Puts it up, and Valanciunas almost fouled Brown. He was very close. Rudy gets it in, puts it up and in! Well, you look for the young guy to do it, and really all you need is the legend. The legend in the making, Rudy Fernandez.
11 offensive rebounds becoming a factor for Spain.
And here's Brasdeikis. Grigonis wide open. Oh, what a big-time rebound for Valanciunas. And excellent work, Brown coming up with a steal. The pass back to Rudy. Could it be? Will it be? No, it will not be, but he gets the rebound. 12 offensive rebounds. Traveling on on Pradia.
I mean, Lithuania dodged the bullet on that one. After the 3 in transition, nobody guarded Rudy Fernandez. He was wide open on the wing.
Feels like Rudy is fighting to his last breath. I think he has to come out because he needs to just sit down for a minute, and Brizuela will come in, but I think Rudy will come back. Just inspirational stuff from Rudy Fernandez.
Fantastic. And the last possession for Lithuania was spent far too much time with Jokubaitis facing the ball pressure. You see they got the secondary ball handler, Gregonius, entering the offense now.
Here is the drive, and Brazdeikis makes it! What a finish! And one coming for Brazdeikis, Iggy Brazdeikis. Picked a good time to make a very tough shot. So they blew the whistle and they called it on Brown.
Money Mendogas back in.
Money ice running in his veins, Mr. Clutch Mendogas. But right now, I'm gonna say it was Iggy. Oh, and the tap for Sabonis. That did not go well for Spain. And Lithuania with that go back up by 8. Brizuela picks up the dribble. Hernan Gomez hands it off to Pradilla. Oh, tough attempt for him. Now Jokubaitis. And if it's on Diaz. So it was indeed on Alberto Diaz's foul number 4. Here's Pradilla. He's got really nowhere to go. Money Mendogas is in there for the block. And then Jokubaitis took it the other way, and they called the foul on Diaz.
And this is a factor because Diaz has been doing such a great job pressuring the ball handler. They'll go back to Gregonius up top.
Iggy drifts in, back outside. Now to Sabonis, had that big tip just a minute ago, and he travels. Look at Rudy. I mean,
doing everything,
can't say enough.
Everything he can to get back in this game. Trying to recover as quickly as he possibly can.
I think when he drew the charge, he kind of hurt his back.
Yeah, it looked that way.
Wancho kept out by Mendogas. Kuzminskas. Now Brown, nowhere to go, hands it off. Hernan Gomez. And he's blocked. 2 free throws coming for Hernan Gomez.
Again, really good offense for Spain. The uphill dribble handoff out of the post. Brown, crafty delivery in the paint. And again, Hernan Gomez finding a way to help his team.
Hernan Gomez makes the first.
Jeff, I know you saw the movie Hustle, Bo Cruz.
American Hustle?
No, Hustle, Adam Sandler's basketball movie. Fantastic. Recommended viewing for all basketball fans.
Right. I will.
Hernan Gomez starring as Bo Cruz.
Oh, nice one.
Oh, beautiful.
Well, Lithuania spurned the opportunity.
Again, we saw experienced Evan Fournier stepping out of bounds twice. Here, Brazdeikis in an important moment. 6-point game. 16th Lithuanian turnover.
And good defense from Iggy. Brazdeikis knocking it away. And here comes former Michigan Wolverine. Back to Jokubaitis. And over to Iggy Brazdeikis. Oh boy, that would have been a huge 3. Instead, the lead stays at 6. And Brown fouled. Third team foul on Lithuania.
Again, it's not so easy for Lithuania guards to get into the paint and create for each other. They hit Valanciunas on a short roll and got a wide open shot in the corner for Brezdikas. Really good teamwork from Lithuania.
Plenty of basketball to go here. 5 minutes remaining. Brizuela missing with the runner, and you're not going to get a better shot than that if you're Brizuela.
He rejected the pick and roll, got into his game, that runner.
Jokubaitis finds his way, puts it up, and Valanciunas, but the foul was called first.
The thing you notice about the Lithuania guards, when they penetrate the paint, they're always looking to finish. And this, to me, is what they're missing to make the game easier for each other. It's those opportunities to draw defenders and find your teammates for ball movement, playoff penetration, and easy shots. Now, that's just the nature of the players. Jokubaitis is in attack mode looking to finish all the time, and here he gets to the free throw line.
Too early to celebrate right now for Lithuania with this 7-point lead, 4:46 remaining. But there's no doubt Spain searching for some inspiration on offense. They've brought Rudy Fernandez back in. And Hernan Gomez rebounds the miss. 7 points. Lithuania in front. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Lorenzo Brown, and fouled by Butkavicius. Johan Rosso on the call. I like the job the referees have done tonight. I think they've been good.
Consistent, really had control of the game. It's been excellent, well officiated, allowed the players to play. So the one issue that we've seen Lithuania defensively, let's say two, directing the playmakers, directing the ball handlers in pick and roll. They've been rejected several times for dribble penetration, and their closeouts getting beat to the middle. These are some details Lithuania needs to clean up here in the 4 minutes winning time.
Spain fans waving their flags. Could be wrong, but it looked like a Lithuanian fan was dozing off a little bit. She must have had a long day. Here goes Brown, makes both. And it's a 5-point advantage. This is not a Spain team that you want to let them hang around. They will make plays.
And Jeff, we've got a box and one coverage now on Grigonis.
So Jokubaitis takes the shot, and now quickly to Brown. Brown goes up. And what a tip from Juancho. Hernan Gomez. That was huge. Back to a 3-point game. And that's a good call. That's a missed opportunity. So a good call for Lithuania to get a timeout.
Jeigu boks ant one, ragai šonė žaidžia. Pasimi kamuolį, handoffas, žiūrėk, kantri. Mario, aš noriu, kad būtum čia. Čia Domas atbėgi, žaidži raulinį. Čia kyli įgis. Žiūri, jeigu neišeina, toliau iki Mariaus dar kaip drega pasidaro. Žiūrėk, dalykitas kamuolį, Domas viduje. Transition gynybai dar turim. Nebeturim. Transition gynybai, davai. Mesus!
So, as we look at Spain here battling away and getting that basket, my colleague Money Mike No, that's another money, but money. But Mike, I think you're on the money when you talk about this adjustment that Spain have made on defense with the box and one.
The box and one not only is to take the shooter Grigonis out of the game, but to change the tempo of the attack. And we've seen Lekavicius shot and made a three, and now Jokubaitis shot and missed. It can't be a zero-pass possession and a shot. You've got to run offense. So a very good timeout here by Lithuania for organization against the box and one.
Jokubaitis guarded by the veteran. Look at that. Hernan Gomez knocks it away. It was intended for Sabonis. And Lekavicius is going to come in. The next opportunity. Brown spins, puts it up. Boy, that is smooth. And Spain have closed it to one. Execution at the premium right now for Lithuania. Their boat is taking on water. Kuzminskas over to Brazdeikis. That's off. But Brazdeikis goes in crucially and picks up the ball with Sabonis was boxing out trying to get the rebound.
When your team's struggling for organization against the zone or against a, let's say, junk defense, box and one, as we see, look at the patience and poise in the lane from the experienced Brown. When your team's struggling, have them execute one of your man sets. So there's timing and tempo and spacing. Everyone knows where each other are. Now there may be switches that you have to play through, but again, one of the impacts of switching to the junk defense, the box and one or the 2-3 zone, is changing the tempo of the offensive attack and putting a little hesitation in the offense. Right now, the challenge is for Lithuania to attack this defense with timing and tempo and teamwork. Really good coaching adjustment here from Coach Scariola in crunch time.
And you could definitely see the hesitation from Lithuania, but they've come away with 2 points on that possession. Even so, crunch time. Spain can tie it with a three. Into Hernan Gomez. Oh boy, a nice twisting shot. Grigonis. Over to Lekavicius. Spain keeping the pressure on the green and yellow. Kuzminskas, who's going to make a play. Sabonis spins. And foul before the shot. I think Spain were hoping they were going to call it travel.
Really great finish here. Outstanding.
Lekavicius got away with a big shirt tug before the play. But
what a finish. And what you see, the lack of real clear picture of how they want to attack. The Lithuanian team is sped up with their tempo and pace. And they've got to be very careful here to play at their speed so we don't see more turnovers. They've got to take care of the ball and get what they want against this box and one defense.
Second trip for Sabonis, and he misses. He was 2 of 2 before that, so that was definitely not the commentator's curse because I waited, and he still missed it. And now this is a real pressure shot. 12 points, 9 rebounds. And he does get the second. Lithuania have made a lot of free throws tonight, 21 of 24, but so has Spain, who are 20 of 22. Brown drifts in, oh goodness me. And now Spain getting better shots at that end. And we've got a tie. Kuzminskas for 3. Spain can take the lead, and the Lithuanian fans can hardly bear to watch now. They would have settled for that shot. Kuzminskas. Lithuania just looked very uncomfortable. Here goes Brown. He looks like he's in control. Look at this. Lopez on his Stagway! And there's the young man that hits the big shot on the baseline. Might they get Valanciunas back in the game? Jokubaitis. Unbelievable. Brazdeikis falls, gets back up, drives in. They battle for the rebound, and Spain have it. Lopez out of Stagway makes a huge shot and gets a big rebound. What a turnaround. Here's Brown going up against Sabonis. He has to get down on the court. They get it to Garuba, and they do not get the shot off in time. So another opportunity for Lithuania. And you feel for Brown slipping. Or was he diving? Look at this. Timeout, Lithuania. Lithuania being outscored 17-10 in the fourth quarter. It's been their worst quarter by far.
Pasidarom ragai šonė du ant luko. Tai reiškia, ne Domą išleidi. Nesvarbu, kaip ginsis. Įgi priimi kamuolį. Pasas atgal. Čia statai lukui užtvarą, ne? Tokį kaip šitam gynėjui, ne? Lukai eini čia pulapas. Domas raulina. 4 kampai. Toliau žiūrėkit, suraskit čia pasas. Dar vieną pasą nepadarom. Ką? Jo. Tu stovėk čia. Čia stovėk ant pusės. Toliau gynybai, ei. Gynybai viską keičia, 5 aukštai, gerai. 5 aukštai, davai. Jeigu paustas.
These are the moments when you need a point guard that can really make plays, whether it's his passing, his scoring. He reads the situation, and Lorenzo Brown has had some big plays today.
He's been a difference maker for them on the court. Again, finishing his plays here.
But how about the shot from Lopez out of Stagway on the baseline, the go-ahead jumper?
He's had some easy threes, good look threes that rimmed out, but boy, he hit that big one on the baseline.
Great game for Brown. He sits down. Diaz back in. Interesting with the 4 fouls, but because of his defense, now's the time to use it. And again, it looks like Lithuania not sure what to do here. It's going to be Lekavicius that gets to the baseline. He makes the pass to Kuzminskas. Brazdeikis open. Good! How about that? Brazdeikis. Iggy. And again, the tip in from Garuba with 16.7. Wow. And some of these Spain players, the young guys coming through in the clutch, just like Brazdeikis did for Lithuania with the shot clock winding down.
Jeff, 14 offensive rebounds for Spain. Here we see Garuba get position and clean up the miss.
Nereikia iki galo žaisti. Žaidžiam iki gero metimo. Jeigu yra metam, jeigu ne, dar ieškom geresnio, ne. -1. Einam ant lentos, jeigu prametam, bauduojam. Turiu taimautą. Puolime. Paprastus ragų šone. Čia Grigas. Kūdzė. Domas. Dabar taip, išbėk iš čia, Lukai. Gerai, tai darom. Išbėk iš čia, tu išmetęs kamuolį. Tu išbėgi čia, toliau. Pas, handoff. Ir žaidžiam kaip ragų šone. Gerai. Jo, žiūrėk, ką mes darom. Ką jie daro. Jie kartais to čia padeda. Pas, atakuojam arba klausaudam. Arba jie nepadeda, Domas suranda.
Mike, we talk about it and Lithuania have been in this spot before, but so has Spain. You know, they've won some tough games in Tbilisi, and maybe having been through those tight battles is going to hold them in good stead here at the end. But one thing is for sure, it appears one of these teams is leaving. They're checking into the Heartbreak Hotel.
This is all about execution right now.
An offensive foul called on Sabonis, and it was the defense of Diaz that led to the moving screen by Sabonis.
We just said it, it's all about execution.
Here he is.
Diaz ran right into the arm. Again, Diaz's defensive effort, not only in today's game, but the entire tournament has been outstanding for Spain.
So now Lithuania, if they don't get a steal, they're going to have to foul. And Spain have been making their free throws. Let's go down to the huddle.
Dario, Rudy, Juancho, Billy. Okay? We go. Dario. No, Rudy, saca tú. Bueno, jugamos, jugamos 12. Okay, you get it, but you get it. Okay, Rudy, tú sacas, Juancho, bloquea y pasa por el balón que le puede negar. Okay, y luego, hey, strong catch, they will foul you. Dura la recepción, van a intentar hacer falta, salimos de ella.
Si no hay nada, sácame con un pin down, ¿vale? No, Billy va al balón, Billy va al balón.
Mira, le pasa
Vale, vale, vale.
Well, that was a costly mistake.
And Jeff, it was unnecessary because Lekavicius had the entry. He had the space and the separation. Sabonis should just have allowed Diaz to run by. Now it's execution on this end.
It very much is. Can they deny him the ball? And there's Sabonis fouls Willie Aaron Gomez. And Aaron Gomez today has made 5 of his 6 free throws, but he hasn't made any with 15.8 seconds left in the game. And
Lithuania out of timeouts at this point.
There he is. No longer the Gasols. No longer so many of these players that have been from that golden generation. Only Rudy Fernandez here, and now it's the new generation, effectively. And it's Hernan Gomez, who has been terrific today. 18 points, 8 rebounds. He only makes 1 of 2, so they can tie it. Where will they go? Will they go down low? Will they take a jumper? Will it be Grigonis? They're letting the time run down. They get it to Jokubaitis. Oh, and they get it tipped in. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We've got overtime. They will review it. It looked to me like he got it off in time. For the second time, remember Valanciunas did this against Germany, and now Lithuania. Here it is again, Grigonis puts it up. And it's, yeah, that's plenty of time. The question is who did it, Brazdeikis or Grigonis? Who's gonna get the 2 points? Looks like it's Brazdeikis.
I would give it to Brazdeikis. You could see good effort from Grigonis, gets into the nail, kicks it to Jokubaitis. He rushed his shot a little bit to get it off, but that's why you get your shot up in time for an offensive rebound. You see Grigonis kick it out. There's the shot, but look at the extra effort on the boards. We've seen offensive rebounding be such an important part for both teams. And now, what more could you ask for? Knockout stage basketball, Lithuania and Spain in overtime.
Look at that, unbelievable. Well, I certainly couldn't stay in my seat. That was exciting. Let's listen.
Puño 1 when the shot stops. Puño 5 cuando el reloj atrás, cuando lo metemos. ¿Ok? No cambiamos la primera. Dejar Usman 1 contra 1. ¿Ok? No vamos a sobreayudar cuando atacan Usman 1 contra 1. ¿Ok? Y luego hay que pegarse al puto rebote. Salvar y poder fuera. Ataque. Ataque. Next shot. Cuando hay el tiempo muerto. Let's play.
Vamos a ganar esto, vamos. Entra la defensa y corremos, vamos.
As we enter the overtime, again, a lot of key numbers here. For me, I look at the offensive rebounding. 14 offensive boards for Spain, 9 for Lithuania. 38-32 rebounding overall. Advantage Lithuania. Again, the turnovers, 18 turnovers compared to 7 for Spain. Lithuania with 18 turnovers, but now it's winning time in these 5 minutes. We see Valanciunas back on the floor.
It's one thing to force overtime if you're Lithuania. It's something else to win it. Still a lot of work to do. But, hey, they live to fight another day. Spain, it looked like they might have just about done enough. Well, overtime is indeed underway here. The second time we've had overtime today in the round of 16. The first, France won a thriller over Turkey because Minsk gets open. That's off the front of the ring.
Again, one thing that Lithuania should consider is just putting Valanciunas on the block against this box and one, and you would assume it's easier post entry to get the ball into him as they're playing the box and one rather than the man-to-man front.
Brown. Oh boy, he just crossed him up and scored. Nobody could hang with him. What a terrific, terrific drive. Brazdakis gets the baseline, back outside, Lekavicius. Ooh.
Good offense, good look. Just a little bit off. Big possession here for Spain to build their lead.
Daruba, the pass, the shot, and a potential 5-point lead here for Lithuania as Brown kicks it into a different gear.
Again, Brown stepping up for his team, playing pick and roll. Here's a beautiful backdoor cut. Nice pass. And you can see Brazdakis on the body. Great finish from Brown. Making plays for Spain.
And Brown completes the three-point play, and Spain, having been forced to overtime, have quickly taken a 5-point advantage. Brazdakis over to Kuzminskas. Good! Well, he's a little bit better under pressure when you're trailing, isn't he?
Tell you what, he's been so big for this team. Cuts it to a 2-point lead. Clutch shot from Money Mendogas.
That's a good one. How did you come up with that?
You came up with that.
Oh, sorry. Okay. There's Brown again, fouled from behind by Brazdakis, who's really struggling to stay with him.
Again, he's just getting caught on the backside as we see to penetrate and kick. Kuzminskas buries the big three, but Brasdeikis has been caught several possessions on the backside. They call it a hostage dribble, where the ball handler has complete control of the defender on his back, and it's a 2-on-1 against the big in the paint. And Brown is just playing at his pace, controlling himself, and really finishing plays.
Free throws, for the most part, have been good for Spain and Lithuania tonight. It's been very good. And Brown's numbers just keep going up, up, and away. He's now got 23 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's doing the damage in overtime. Brasdeikis. Strong with the dribble, again to Grigonis, this time to the corner. And traveling on Grigonis, who appears to have rolled his ankle. Bad luck. Not good. Did he step on Diaz?
It's a great question.
Ooh, he did. It's his left ankle, and when he planted, he rolled. He stepped on the front of Diaz's foot, and it kind of rolled.
And that's
not a good sign for the rest of this game, and also it's worrying if Lithuania somehow win. Lukovitis now trying to guard Brown, and they get it to Garuba! Usman Garuba dunks Spain into a 6-point advantage. They've definitely looked more composed in the overtime.
With Grigonis out, it's back to man-to-man.
Lekavicius back to Jokibitis. He hands it off to Sabonis. He puts it up. Oh boy, tough finish for Sabonis.
And it's just hard work for Lithuania to create advantages.
It's hard work because they've got 2 great guards on the court right now, Diaz and Brown. They get the mismatch, and Brown puts it up, and there is no doubt about it. Spain jumping on the back of Lorenzo Brown in the overtime, and he has given them a 7-point lead. Lekavicius hits the 3-pointer and brings it back to a 4-point deficit. "26 points for Lorenzo Brown. They would do well to keep the basketball out of his hands, but they can't. He gets it again. Brown again, this time short. And Lekavicius trying to box out, wasn't able to collect the basketball.
1 minute, 25 seconds to go, staring at a 4-point deficit. Got to secure those 50-50 loose ball rebounds.
15 offensive rebounds for Spain. They've just, even when they don't get it, Lithuania is struggling to get the basketball themselves, and Brown does not get it in bounds in time.
That's a big defensive stand for Lithuania right there.
Huge. Spain with 6 more offensive rebounds, but being out-rebounded 38-35 overall. Meanwhile, big turnover. New opportunity for Lithuania. They got the tap in to force overtime from Brasdeikis. Here's Brasdeikis shooting a 3!
Spain pick and roll action. Brasdeikis pops open at the top. Nice job.
Mike, it just doesn't finish, does it?
It's fantastic. Again, you've got to play it all. You see here, Jokibitis draws the 2 defenders. Brasdeikis hitting the clutch 3. we're back to a 1-point game with 1:10 to go. But again, for Lithuania, how will they handle the Lorenzo Brown pick and rolls? Can they somehow stay out of a switch situation? And again, for Spain, maybe a different look at the pick and roll.
Roll, move it out. Hey, also, boomerang, get it back and attack it. Okay? 50. Okay? Luego, puño uno, abierta. Puño uno, wide open. Okay? Vamos.
Well, this is why we had such a hard time picking the winner for this game. We knew this was the one. We were surprised actually that Turkey made it close, but we knew this was going to be tight.
Yeah, you know, two teams with tremendous tradition, well coached, excellent players. Again, Lorenzo Brown, you can't say enough about the way he's played here in the fourth quarter and overtime. You know, he's making plays in the paint, hitting threes, setting up his teammates. And again, you can see Coach Scariolo wants to put the ball in his hands again.
So Lithuania closed the gap to 1, but Spain have possession. Remember, Spain on their previous possession failed to inbound the basketball in time. Turned it over, leading to the Brazdeikis, the Iggy Brazdeikis 3. But here's Brown. He's been a thorn in Lithuania's side in the overtime. He keeps coming up with the basketball. Now he passes. Shot clock winding down. And look at that. Brown almost with the offensive rebound, but he steps out of bounds. Lopez Aristegui caught the ball. I don't know if that was by design. And now Lithuania with another opportunity to go back in front.
Good defensive stand from Lithuania, but again, Lopez Aristegui had another good look here. You know, again.
Valanciunas watching on the sidelines. I think he'd probably rather be out there. Lopez Aristegui 0 for 4 from deep. He's come close.
Boxing one on Brazdeikis.
McCavicius gets the baseline back outside to Brazdeikis. He spins to get away and then turns it over and fouls Lorenzo Brown. He lost it kind of in the spin. He tried to put Brown in a spin cycle, and then he watched the ball tumble away. Look at that. He just lost his handle, didn't he? Ooh, are they going to go look at it? Could this be a potential hold and unsportsmanlike foul? And now I think he fears the worst.
We are reviewing the last contact to see if it's a personal foul or an unsportsmanlike foul. Thank you. Let's go with another angle. Yes. Real speed, please. Thank you. Let's go again. Let's see if he's going to the ball or not with the left arm. He's grabbing with the left arm on the hip, so it's non-basketball movement on the scale 10 to 10. Is it okay for you and sportsmanlike? We upgrade. The time is. Wait. Continue. Okay. Game clock is 29.5. Number 2 is shooting. Number 9 have the unsportsmanlike. Okay.
Confirm upgrade.
Yes.
From personal to unsportsmanlike.
Well, life is cruel, but that is the right call, and they explained why. And the guy that has played so well in the overtime, he forced the overtime, in fact, with the tap-in, has now, because of his just lost control of the ball, has committed an unsportsmanlike. Huge.
He's also
and he's
fouled
also
out.
fouled out of the game. Yeah. And he will not sleep well tonight if they don't come back and win. And Brown can really do some damage. 29.5 seconds remaining. Never say never for Lithuania, but it's not looking very promising right now for their chances.
So now you have a question. You're down. You're trailing by 3. There's 29.5 seconds to go. You've got to get a stop, but there's not much time to convert. Again, 14 seconds here. Really important they get a great defensive stop.
Defensive stop and rebound, and then the prospect, would Spain foul to prevent the three-point shot if that happens?
Certainly.
But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. They get it to Brown. He gets down to the baseline. They get it to Hernan Gomez, and he's fouled by LeCavicius. In Spain, with Lorenzo Brown pulling a lot of the strings. Look at that. What a play. And Lithuania getting a little bit confused, a little lost on defense. You just got to tip your hat to them.
Great play, Brown. Hernan Gomez with the finish, trying to make it a two-possession game with this free throw.
And indeed, crucial sequence of events. The unsportsmanlike foul on Brazdeikis. And then the pass and the three-point play. Unbelievable.
Luka iškirs, čia Kuzė, čia Domas. Domas įkerta, čia Rokas Giedraitis išmeta. Klasas. Žiūrėk. Jo, čia žiūrėk. Išmetus Domai statai flairą, bandom čia Rokas turės greitą metimą. Toliau. Jeigu ne, statai flairą, žiūrėk Rokai, jeigu kas lenkis, atkuot šoką ant metimą. Jeigu neišeina.
That was not an easy play to make for Spain, getting to the baseline and passing into the lane.
Jeff, Hernan Gomez has had some really crafty, athletic finishes in the lane. They have not been easy. He's been in traffic. His body's been contorted. Again, the soft touch and ability to finish at the rim, fantastic. Now again, for Lithuania, you're looking for a quick three. Spain most likely going to play the fouling game here. Again, trying to get that defensive stop and rebound.
Well, they've got to hurry. And it's going to be Jokubaitis. And Garuba with the rebound. Lopez Aristegui. And he's fouled. And Spain, once again, 2022, start to write an exciting, really new chapter in their national team's EuroBasket history.
Again, you've got nothing but respect for Coach Scariola, this next generation Spanish players. Rudy Fernandez, the connection to the golden age, the golden era, just playing with his heart out here, inspiring these young guys. And again, naturalized player Lorenzo Brown making a huge contribution to this team.
A key decision, an important decision. I'm not sure it was a popular decision at first.
But again, we see the impact it has had for Spain, and he's taken so much pressure off of these next generation players. Diaz off the bench has been outstanding. Brizuela contributing. Several front court players.
And it is going to be a famous win for Spain in overtime. Look at that. It looked like their time might be up. They came from behind, took the lead late in the game, only for Lithuania to come back with a miracle finish, a miracle tap in. And then Spain held it together and won in overtime. 102-94 over Lithuania. Yes, some tough calls, perhaps, go against both of these teams, but at the end of the day, it came down to the clutch. You know, Brazdeikis had his opportunity. It's going to kill him because he played great. He played well overall, certainly on offense, and ultimately he turned the ball over, and that was it. And he committed the unsportsmanlike. It wasn't like he thought and he said, I'm going to commit an unsportsmanlike, but it's his natural instincts, again, just kind of took over.
And again, Jeff, credit and respect for Lithuania as we see the field goal numbers, shooting numbers. This was a great game. This capped a fantastic first day of the knockout stages here in Berlin. But when you look and evaluate Lithuania, you know, Brazdeikis' play is symbolic because the turnovers and lack of execution really came back to haunt them. They gave a spirited effort, tremendous effort, but again, 20 turnovers in the game.
And you also have to, I think, really credit Sergio Scariolo for his game plan, which clearly was not going to allow Valanciunas to beat them, because in the end, he played 21 minutes, had 5 points and 6 rebounds.
Yeah, you know, and again, you can talk about, hey, you've got to play with your strength and go with your go-to guys. You know, they've made the decision to not play Valanciunas down the stretch. But again, let's look at points in the paint today. 48 points in the paint for Spain compared to 32 for Lithuania. You could say Spain beat Lithuania at their game. And again, I look back to Coach Scariolo changing the defense to the box and one, just throwing off the rhythm, doing just enough to help his team.
Yeah, he earned his money tonight, Scariolo, and he got his guys to play at a level which, quite frankly, but you know, you also look at Lithuania, they were not great in the close games, were they?
Well, again, Jeff, we've talked about the 20 turnovers, but points from turnovers, Spain 33 compared to Lithuania 13. You're giving your opponent too many easy opportunities. You're having to work so hard to create offense for yourself. You know, that's why it just at the end came back to haunt Lietuva.
And for the first time today, a team from Group B did not win. It took overtime to beat them. But indeed, they did, and there are just so many talking points about this Spain win, from Rudy Fernandez and Alberto Diaz to the Hernan brothers, Garuba coming in and making some big plays, and of course, Lorenzo Brown being the man that really carried them to victory, I think, right down the stretch.
Without a doubt. And Jeff, what we've seen from the golden era of Spain teams is they've gotten better and better and better as tournaments have gone on. And let's see if this next generation follows in that same direction. Winning Group A, and now with a huge win against a really competitive, tough Lithuania team.
Well, FIBA EuroBasket 2022 has been tough. That was the shot that forced overtime by Brazdeikis. But you felt that confidence, that sense of purpose for Spain when they came out of the huddle before overtime, and Brown immediately took over, scored 5 unanswered points. Garuba came in with the dunk, and Hernan Gomez continued to score down low. So, Mike, round of 16 today, France, Slovenia, Germany, and now Spain all winning to advance to the quarterfinals.
What a day of basketball. EuroBasket competition. Again, we've talked about the depth of competition, the quality teams here in Europe, and it did not disappoint here in Berlin.
It's been a tough EuroBasket for Lithuania. They made it to the round of 16. But there, they took on a country that nobody wants to face in the knockout round. Once again, Spain reign, this time at EuroBasket 2022.